Flemington Park Ministry, not surprisingly, is developed in Flemington Park from the very beginning. It actually started in the early 60s when when the community first developed. And it's an Anglican ministry that decided that it would stay community-based. So instead of having a traditional-looking church building, it's maintained its community-level living and have built up significant relationships within that community. Not surprising, when a crisis happens, crisis is an opportunity. And in Flemington Park, one of the food deserts in our city, the crisis was started with the food bank. The Red Cross used to run the food bank, then they left. Then the Anglican ministry took over the food bank, and then it was no longer viable for us to keep going on our own. And so we had a community meeting about saving the food bank. And what happened was an historic collaboration between 4 Muslim organizations and 2 Christian to form the new corporation of the food bank. And what's interesting about the Muslim collaboration is that it was a mixture of Muslim groups that in other parts of the world might actually be at each other's throats, were coming together in this historic collaboration. Well, then when you work with a food bank, the desire is you've got to move beyond that. You have to find ways of moving to a greater food security. And one of the ways to do that was to work in collaboration with the health center and with the City of Toronto to do a pilot project called the Food Access Project. And that project really was about building local resident capacity. So sometimes when we talk about engaging the local and welcoming newcomers and doing settlement work, sometimes it can seem as if the attitude is about, we will do something for people. Whereas the Food Access Project was really trying to focus on collaboration that was about working with people, respecting that the people who would come from the residents are people who are very well equipped to be able to determine their own future and have those strengths. So the whole Food Access Project was based on building relationships that was respectful about people empowering their own lives. As agencies, the Health Unit and Flemington Park Ministry and the Food Bank corporations, we're agents, but we're not the ones making the change. We're there encouraging people to change their own lives. And that's a significant way of being in relationship that really encourages transformation. I'm constantly impressed and amazed at the skill sets and the hope and the courage that local residents bring to address their own needs, especially around food insecurity. And so now exciting projects are happening around extending gardening, about talking to farmers and perhaps partnering with farmers, talking about, there's a dream in Flemington Park right now to start their own co-op grocery store. There's all sorts of initiatives, finding commercial kitchens so that people can start their own businesses. All of these passions and ideas are coming from people themselves. And that's what's so transformational. And when we are in partnership, it's really important that that partnership be respectful and that we are about building real relationships and real partnerships that end up transforming. So look out for those crises that might be in your community. See those as an opportunity, and around a common goal like food insecurity or food security, a lot of people can gather, and people working together can really make a difference. Thank you.